This is Desta. I said that weird. It's Desta. It's obviously Desta. What is wrong with me? The Memories Between. I believe this is made by the same folks who made Monument Valley, which is what made me interested in it. That and the fact that it's a weird tactics game, and I really like weird tactics games. So all I've done is start the game once. I haven't really made any moves at all. So we'll hit continue and start at the very beginning.
I've been having this same dream every night. I'm in our old back garden.
Okay, by the way, let me know how the audio balance is going. I want you to be able to hear both the dialogue in the game and me talking about it. So tell me if there's something wrong with either of those. So I click Desta to select them, and then I click here, and here, and here, and here.
Huh?
Click and drag starting from Desta to aim, and then release to throw. Oh, okay. Oh wait, I pull back. I pull back from her. Or them, I guess. Okay, so I have to collect balls and fling them at stuff. Okay, so it seems like this is the right ball to hit that. Oh, but I have to hit it 3 times. Oh, but I get the ball back if it bounces back to me. Okay.
It's probably just nerves about going home for the first time in ages.
So this isn't just about hitting the target. It's about thinking about sort of the follow-through of your attack, where it goes after it hits the target.
I've not been back in 2 years. This town, this house, I've just got so many memories. Mum and me have hardly spoken since I moved away. We're so disconnected now, and I can't find the words to reach her. Dad would know what to say, though. The last time everyone was here was his memorial. Now Mum's trying to sell the place. She's not the only relationship I left in a bad way either. But what can I really do? It's funny how being back in this room makes me feel like a kid again. I wanted a fresh start so badly. I even left the things that meant the most to me behind. Dad used to have us throw this ball back and forth as a way to work out our problems. It wasn't just me either. Being a youth worker, he probably helped hundreds of people. We'd look out at the night sky and he'd say, "What do stars get for finishing last?" "A constellation prize." God, I wish he was here. He'd know how to sort things out with Mum, Fran, James, everyone.
Okay.
Dad, are you there?
So this game takes place in Desta's dreams while they're thinking through memories of their past.
Hello? Who are you? Have you seen anyone else around here? What do you want?
Some kid.
Wait, I remember you. You lived round our way.
So yeah, Peroxicus. Oh, yikes.
Hey, not cool. You want to play it like that then? Knocking down those crystals helped. Let me try it with this guy.
So yeah, Peroxicus is trying to guess the cultural background of this character. I agree. They do sound like they're probably Indian or Pakistani British. In fact, I'm just watching right now season 12 of Taskmaster, and this character's voice, this character's accent reminds me a lot of Guz, who I think is Pakistani British. So that's going to be my guess, but I don't feel like I'm knowledgeable enough to really know. Okay, so I want this ball to come back to me so I don't have to chase it.
Sick.
Each character has 2 little diamonds to perform actions. So I can do that again?
It worked. Knocking him down made him go away. Random sketchy folk from our area. Who else is gonna turn up? Let's keep moving. I don't know when I'll wake up.
All right, so we're solidly in the tutorial phase here, just learning how to do basic stuff.
Dad, you around the corner?
Oh, okay. So clicking not on a character lets me spin things around. So when does this guy get to move? Oh, I got to make 2 moves, and now I end my turn so that this guy can make a move. And maybe I should not have stood in view.
Getting hit's not that bad. Just feels like waking up a little.
Nice. Okay, so I can grab this and then throw it towards that dude, and I don't know if this will hit him or not. It did not. Oh, it did, but only by a lucky shot. But those 2 moves were enough, and now he can get back at me. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up the ball that looks like it's the easiest for him to get it. I hope he can't jump over that wall. If he can jump over the wall, get this ball, and then throw it at me, I'm screwed. But if he can't, then hopefully I'll get a second shot at him. Okay, good. Looks like he couldn't jump over the wall. So now he's a little at my mercy.
Sick. Being a youth worker, Dad played board games with other kids. I think it helped them open up.
Radithcord said, did they just kill a kid? No, they dispelled a bad memory of a bully. That's what they're doing. Rosenberg says, this reminds me of a game called Felix the Reaper. That sounds familiar, but I don't remember much about it.
Me and Dad would throw the ball for ages. It helped me find the words to say when I struggled. These dreams are weird. I don't really get it, but maybe I'm not supposed to yet. Wait, do I know you?
Come on, Desta. You asked me here. To help you, remember? I'm you.
Okay, but why'd you sound different?
Focus, Desta. You've got to trust me. And yourself, if you want to figure out why you're here.
A character has become your teammate. Characters connect in any order. Okay. Okay, so both of them have 2 little diamonds. Alternate Desta has 1 hit point, while proper Desta has 3. So I can come over here and throw the ball to Desta, and then Desta can act. So we don't have like, ooh. Click the portrait of a selected character to learn more about them. Oh, okay. So here's a kid. No ability. Man, if you got me with a volleyball when I was a teenager, you would also label me no ability. This character can move, pick up, and throw balls. They do not have any special abilities. Okay, cool. And they seem to have a variable number of hit points depending on the situation. All right, so let's get the ball back to fake Desta. And then... Oh, but I'm out of turns with fake Desta, so I gotta let the turn go. But the kid doesn't seem to have a ball, so he's just kind of helpless.
Nice.
Boosh.
Don't stress out. These dreams are just your memories and imagination.
Mum?
Why come back, Desta? It's been 2 years and now suddenly you care.
Yeah, if this is the welcome I get, are you surprised?
Remember, Desta, the worst that could happen is you wake up. Then you can go again tomorrow night.
I don't have the words to get through to her yet.
Just try your best.
Wow. Okay. So we're about to get nailed.
Not cool.
Who's this?
No, what? I feel like I'm drifting away. But I need to know what this place is. I need answers.
This kind of reminds me of that boss battle with my sister in Rusted Moss, where it can only possibly end in my death, but then that progresses the plot. At least they made it really clear this wasn't a failure. In the fight with Maya, I wasn't too sure.
While being here can be difficult, I still feel like I'm making progress.
When you wake up, you lose any acquired abilities and memoria. However, they can be acquired again on future nights. I wonder what memoria is. Oh, weird! I'm back at the main menu. I was not expecting that.
We're back.
I was listening to the Electronic Wireless Show podcast, and they were talking about time travel games. And one of the ideas that they brought up was would it be interesting to try to incorporate the save game system into a time travel story? Have a character reloading their saves be a thing that's actually happening in the world that the characters comment on. The way that the characters in Hades are aware of the fact that he's replaying this sequence again and again and again, or the characters in Loop Hero are aware of the fact that you're in a time loop. And this feels like they're doing something very similar, where Desta here is having these dreams, and each game of this that I play is a discrete dream. And I actually go all the way back to the main menu, and the main menu is where Desta goes to sleep. Like, the whole thing is like, I don't know, it feels like, I want to call it like vertically integrated. That's probably the wrong term for it, but it's like it's not like you're in the menu and then you're in the game. The menu is integrated into the story of the game. That is fascinating.
At least you're here again this time. Things feel different. Why does this all seem so real?
Dad would say it's because you're anxious. It's like your subconscious is trying to help you out.
Interesting way of helping. But I'd rather say something wrong here and get a ball to the face than get it wrong when I'm awake.
I tell you what, you've got throwing skills.
Honestly, like, if I could have a version of dreaming where I could legitimately play through simulations of my actual life, things that are like actually grounded in my real problems, and work them out in my sleep, and then try out the things that I learned during the day, I would love that. I wouldn't want it to be volleyball. I wouldn't want it to be like this giant like ball playing metaphor. That doesn't seem very helpful. But I would love to have the ability to just like enter a simulated version of reality and try things out without the consequences of the real world.
Do I? Or am I just imagining I do?
There's no difference here. Take a breather. I think this will help you get even better.
Deflection and focus thought. What? If Desta ends a turn holding a ball, they receive a barrier that blocks the first hit taken. This character uses 1 AP to charge a ball, causing extra damage. The ball remains charged between passes and turns until it strikes an opponent or touches the ground. Having a ball retain a property until it hits the ground is so sports. Often I go this is like the glass cannon approach, and this is the defensive turtling approach. And I really loved this when I saw it. I was like, oh, this will like relax me a lot more knowing that I can take a hit without taking any damage. But I kind of like the idea of trying to juggle the ball with a special power on it. So I think I'm actually going to go with Focus Thought.
You're going to lose the things I give you if you wake up. But don't worry, you can find them again.
Alright, so Desta can grab this ball, does not get a shield. Then fake Desta can do this. And then I think we're done.
Am I gonna dream about everyone in Hargate?
I'd imagine it's only the ones you're anxious about. But let's go.
All right. Oh, so I choose my abilities, of which I only have the one, so...
Fran, wait up!
Oh, my friend who doesn't text me back is in town. What? People not good enough for you in the city either? Laters.
I'm not quite sure what that was. This accent, so I wish I knew more about different English dialects and stuff, because this accent, I believe that it's got one of the markers of a northern accent, because she says cup instead of cup, but I thought that was a northern thing. But she's also sounding like talking like she's a Londoner, and so that wouldn't be right. So, but maybe this is just a variant accent that is a London accent that also has the cup thing. In any case, since I can't reach a ball this turn, what I want to do is make myself difficult for him to hit. I'm not going to undo. Oh, he needs to get to a ball as well. So, okay, so he's got a ball now. I'm going to get here. But I think... if he can only move 2 steps, he can't shoot me next turn. In which case, I think I'll charge the ball. I don't remember if he can only move 2 steps, though. So let's see if that's true. I was wrong. Oh, good, but oh, he can miss. I kind of wasn't expecting him to miss. But let's get closer. I guess I could have rotated the level and seen him better. Oh, I have leveled up my whatever. Increased movement range. Okay. And I've leveled this up a little bit. Yeah, so Raneth Cord is saying that this has got a little bit of a roguelike framing, and I think he's right. Okay, so we got this enormous guy now. I don't know what's he got going on. Big shot throws use 2 AP but strike for... Okay, so he can only throw... If he gets 2 action points a turn, he can only throw on turns where he hasn't moved. But if he hits me, he'll take 2 hit points off. Okay, so that means he cannot throw at me next turn. So I can safely stand here. And I'm fine. Because... Yeah, so he can take 2 turns to get to this. It doesn't cost him anything, because even taking 1 turn to get to it would have been bad. Okay, so I can charge and throw this ball, but then I'll just be standing there waiting for him to hit me. So I think I won't charge it. I think I'll just throw it at him.
Nice.
Oh, and it bounced off kind of unpredictably. Okay, then I'm going to hide back here so he can't hit me. Okay, that's not helping me too much. Okay, so I can get the ball in a turn, but I can't... Okay, but again, if he has to move at all, then he can't hit me. So I'm wondering, is there... Yeah, so what I should do is go for this ball, because I don't think he can hit me from around that corner. So he has to move, which means he can't hit me. And then I can get the ball. I might have to take a hit from this guy. Unless I can... No. Yeah, so if I'm gonna... Wait, actually, this might be a bad move. Hold on. Can I cancel this hit? This throw?
Cool.
I'm just wondering... Oh, no, I can't... What? Okay, so I can cancel movement, but I can't cancel throws. Because throws are unpredictable, because the ball could bounce around, and they don't want you save scumming ball bounces. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so I'm kind of screwed now. He will hit me. Luckily, I think I can take it and still beat him. That took his entire turn throwing it, and now he has got nothing. So, take this.
Yeah, mate.
Okay, so that was... I probably could have played it even slower and more carefully, and maybe taken no damage, but it would have been tough. I think at some point I was going to have to expose myself to some damage. Oh, wow. So, Peroxicus says, I meant to tell y'all, I was playing on the PTR over the weekend, and I found Roseburg and put you into my survivor pool. So since I found you, I rolled for a straight 2 hours to see who else I could find. Now I've got a Roseburg, a Cogs, a Corrupt Snake, a Zuzzle, a Mama Tinker, a Jawafawa, a Brant, a Rumble Devil, and a Peroxicus in my... You got your own name, Peroxicus? I'm amazed it only took you 2 hours. But wow, that is a lot of effort to put into getting some familiar names. But I'm glad that that was fun for you. I'm glad it worked for you, even if I feel nervous about people, feeling like they need to spend their time that way. Okay, so where am I exactly? I'm just getting ready.
Finally, Fran. We were best mates. We grew up on the same street as each other. Our Fran who held my hair back when I was sick.
Ugh.
Our Fran who squared up to that guy for whistling at us. Hear me out.
By the way, her talking about holding your hair back just reminded me. My wife recommended this show on HBO Max that I've just started watching. I think it's called Somebody Somewhere. It's a very sort of like sedated, dry sort of comedy, and I really got into it. It is unlike anything else I normally watch. Basically, almost the premise of the show is they take actors and characters that normally would show up in a comedy for you to treat derisively, and then it treats them compassionately, and it's really cool. But there's this one scene where somebody shares distressing news with somebody else, and their reaction involves throwing up, and then the person who shared the news also starts throwing up, and so you just have a whole scene. It's just people throwing up, and it was disgusting, but I was also just like, what a weird, audacious show. So anyway, I just thought since she talked about a friend holding their hair back, it just felt like the right thing to mention.
Not being in touch really hurt her.
No, Dee. You can't just show up and expect everything to be normal. We used to chat every day. You said things wouldn't change.
It's just been difficult. Hear me out.
Hear you out? How about I throw you out?
She's just hurt. I can turn this around.
Okay, so it sounds like Desta at some point just abandoned their entire family and all of their friends for some reason. And I'm not sure if this game is going to be about us finding out the good reason, or finding out there was not a good reason and Desta needs to apologize. I genuinely, or maybe it's some combination of both. I'm not sure what to expect. So I guess Desta's friend could go for either of these balls. So I'm going to try to grab this ball. Oh, but you know what I didn't do? I didn't check to see what Fran's powers were. Any successful hit on an opponent by Fran will push them backwards, causing them to drop their balls. Okay. Well, that seems scary. Luckily, I don't think Fran can reach anything yet. Alright, so can Fran hit me through here? I'm assuming this is like solid. It's full of glass. So Fran can't hit me. I'm inclined to charge the ball, but then try to get somewhere where I can't be hit. And then I'll come out and fling at Fran. Oh, good. Okay. I was nervous that she was just going to be able to hit me, no problem there, but it looks like that's not the case. So I'm going to try to get up close to Fran and make the ball bounce right back at me, so I remain armed. Fran's going to be able to grab it and hit me. Oh, she's going to be able to grab that and hit me, and I'm going to lose my ball. I wonder how far the ball's going to go.
Stay back, mate.
All right, so not that far, so I can't do my special move on Fran again, but I can still hit her. Okay.
You've made more contact now than in the last bloody year.
I should have messaged, called, anything. I know. I was worried you'd be like this. And the longer it went, the harder it got.
So that's your excuse.
Yeah, way to blame Fran. I knew you would have a bad reaction to me doing something mean, and so I didn't. So I just decided to be meaner. It doesn't really. I don't really like that sort of victim blaming approach. You got to acknowledge somebody else's feelings as being legitimate. not as being a problem. Okay, so I can heal. Doesn't look like Fran can get to a ball, so I'm going to charge my ball
More
again.
power.
Or maybe she can get to that ball. Okay, so I want to get to a place where I'm closer to Fran, but where she won't be able to hit me in a single turn. I think this might be a good spot. Yes. So I think she'll spend 2 turns approaching me. And then, now, I don't know if I can hit her from around this corner. Theoretically, yes, I can. But then I lose the ball. But I've got this one here. She can probably step out and hit me, though. Yeah, that might have been not the best move, but at least I can take her out.
Nice. I'd left it so long, I thought you wouldn't want to be my friend anymore.
That's it? You're mental! I'd rather you speak to me late than never.
It's weird. Fran looks almost the same, but I see a little bit more friendliness in her face now.
You're not coming after me again, are you? I don't think I can do another round with my best mate.
Doesn't matter if it's been a week, a month, or even a year. It always feels the same with us. It's been weird not having you around.
You're more to me than a best mate, okay? Look at us. We're still Fran and Dee.
I mean, I've got my own life too, you know? I do miss you.
Same here. This is a weird version of Cross Street. Why is it even like this?
I haven't got a clue.
Will you stay with me? I think I need your help.
God, all right then. Not like you could have lived without me anyway.
Fran joined the team. And I already know what Fran's power is. So I can use Fran now to disarm people. And I've leveled up.
Zipping around the area could lead to interesting plays.
Okay, so I can move further now by using this weird special ability rather than doing a normal move. But it's got to be a place I can reach that I've got like a straight shot at. Oh, a couple of Saints Row Saints up there waiting for me. Okay, so...
Zipping around the area, waiting for the right moment to zipping around the area could lead to interesting plays.
Oh, I assumed that these were 2 matching slots and just the slot looked like a hexagon when it was empty. But no, I'm going to have some kind of hexagon ability I can slot. And my circle abilities, I've got to pick one or the other. Well, let's try New Perspective, see what it's like. And...
Wherever, whenever.
We'll bring Fran.
Finally out of hibernation then. Dust off your sequin jacket because I've bagged us guest list at this rave in town later.
James, hold up. I'm not some hermit, you know.
Okay, all the balls are close to the boys. But... she can get to this ball.
Pull yourself together, Desta.
And just wait around the corner. Meanwhile, Fran can get here. Okay, so some boy is going to come out here and get this ball, but it's going to take him 2 turns. Oh, dang, he got both? Not what I was expecting. All right. Well, I can probably eliminate one of them if I can bounce the ball back at myself. And I wonder, is there a way to bounce the ball so that it goes to Fran? Okay, yeah. Oh, not quite. Dang. So Fran could get it, but she'll be exposing herself to damage. And maybe that's fine. Yeah, let's just say that's fine. Fran will take a hit, but Fran will give it right back. Now, can I use this ability every turn? Looks like I can, theoretically. So, like, if I want to go here,
Call me Captain Hook.
I can. And then if I use both,
Stay back, mate.
the dream will be resolved. So Paroxicus apparently just had the Jehovah's Witnesses show up at his house. I used to do that job. I was a Mormon missionary for a while in my early 20s. And yeah, the biggest problem for me was
dream business is exhausting. How are you doing?
biggest problem for me was I was very sympathetic to people not wanting me to knock on their door, and so it was very difficult for me to actually do that part of the job because I was always just like, I mean, if somebody doesn't want to be bothered by me right now, they shouldn't be bothered by me right now.
I came home to sort my stuff out before Mum chucked everything away. I wasn't planning on this.
That's not the only reason, though, is it? You can't kid me, remember? You wanted to see how Mum was as well, even if it was difficult. I'm glad Fran tagged along to help. Maybe this will too.
Charming attraction. The character uses 1 AP to pull another character towards him, causing them to drop any balls they are holding.
Huh, you should work on your aim.
All right. So I can have. Let's see, what will be the point of this? Can I pull? How do I aim this ability? Oops, wait a minute. That's not what I meant to do. I'm doing this wrong. Oh, okay. I have to use a ball to do it. Is that what I have to do? I don't think I'm understanding this properly. Okay, let's throw the ball like that. And then let's try this again without a ball. No, I can do it without a ball. Do I just have a limited range? Like, can I not do it from this far away? No, I can.
Not getting away.
Weird. I'm not sure. For some reason, it wasn't working the first time I tried it. But now it is. Oh, but she dropped the ball. Okay, so I can't have a character queue up a ball and then pull them in, because they will always lose their ball when I fire this at them. So I can't use this to bring a ball closer to me. I can only use it to bring a character closer to me. But I could use it to rescue someone from danger. Why am I trying to use one character to get both balls? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so I think this is just free practice
Open your
now, so...
mind, and the truth will follow. Just like Dad used to say.
Ugh, none of it's real, though.
It's real enough in the moment. Come on, let's find James.
All right. So...
Pulling
I feel-
opponents towards me means I could really interfere with their plans.
Yeah, so I feel like when I get a new ability, I want to use it immediately because I'm imagining they probably set up the next fight specifically to use that ability. I'm not sure, though. I don't know to what degree. Because this is kind of got it does kind of have a roguelike-ish structure. Does that mean that the levels are likely to be procedurally generated? Or are they all handcrafted for specific points? Which would make me think that using the ability I just got would be what they expected. Okay, let's definitely try to get control of the balls. And then see what these guys try to do. All right. So let's put that.
Drop it.
Can I now? Is there such a thing as a ring out?
Not today.
No. Okay, there's not. Now, what happens if I try to throw the ball this far? Nice, but I lost the ball, and now this guy's going to get it. I don't think he can get it in one turn, though. Why don't you just drop that ball real quick? Oh, but now I've lost it. But... I can get this one at least. I don't think there's much else clever for me to do. So I think I'll stay here. He'll probably get one hit on me. But then... I think we've got him. Will I auto pick up this ball once I throw? I guess that wasn't the occasion to find out.
My nan bought us this as a birthday gift one year. I used to throw it at the ground so hard it would bounce over our house.
Bouncy ball. So any shot that bounces and successfully hits will push the... Okay, so bank shots are now super powered for me. That's going to be more of a challenge. Hello, James. Okay, I think...
Zipping around the area could lead to interesting plays.
I think, yes. Of course, zipping around the area, that means... I forgot. Do I drop my ball when I do this? I'm not sure, but this feels like it's pretty complementary to the bouncing ball thing. Because I could chase a ball down from really far away, end up in a weird place, but still have the ball
Hop in.
be effective.
Snatched. Get a move on.
I've got to tell him. But the question is, how to go about it? I can't even keep up with the guy. His head's in a different place every 5 seconds.
Uh-oh.
This isn't good form, you know. You've been in the city for 2 years now. We've not partied once.
I've had a lot on my mind. Listen, James, we need to talk.
Less talk, more action. Show me there's still some life left in those dancing legs of yours.
What? No. Hold up.
Okay. So let's get a hold of some balls. And then see what James does.
Come on.
Oh, he can teleport. Cool. Let's see how that works. Oh, so he can instantly move to any open position, but he has to spend 2 APs on it. Okay, so I don't think I can score a bank shot from nothing. Like, I don't think there's invisible walls that count as... Oh, no, I didn't mean to... Okay. Oh, good. Okay, good. So this is something that's harder to see from your perspective, but at one point I tried to figure out how to cancel a shot. I wasn't sure how. It's like this. You move your cursor up to the X and it cancels the shot. I appreciate that. All right, so let's move over here and let's see if we can bank a shot into the guy and then back to me. Yep, and that knocked him back, which, is that going to make it easier for her to hit him?
Drop it.
Which means he'll drop his ball, but there's not much more I can do with that. So, it'll cost him a little bit of time, but not much. Oh, he decided not to grab this one and throw it right at me. That seems like that would have been the better move. that I can just nail him now. Ooh, the ball did bounce off the invisible wall. I guess that makes sense because the alternative is it just goes off the edge,
See,
right?
You can move. Why don't you show me more often?
Because I'm not that into needing 3 days rest to get over one night out. Don't you feel that? Doesn't it get you down?
I just want to live life, Desta. It's too short.
All right. So now Desta is covered in balls. So let's keep most of the balls behind. Wait, no, I was about to say, let's keep the balls behind Desta where the others can't reach it. But no, James can reach any ball he wants. But, okay, Desta can hit that guy. Oh! And arm Fran. Okay, cool. I think I could have done something more with that if I'd been thinking about the fact that she can arm Fran by bouncing a ball to her. Alright, so... So I feel like... What is the best thing for me to do? I think taking out the kid is valuable. That costs us a couple of balls, though. And he can just step out and hit me. I think I might be marginally safer right here, but not by much. Let's see how it goes. Oh, just barely missed. Okay, so they put some inaccuracy on the enemies, which is a surprise, actually. Like, I would kind of expect this to be almost like a chess game, where all the moves are predictable, have a predictable impact. So you can sort of plan ahead for all of them. But it looks like that's not how this one works. Oh, I thought this was open. It's not. So me being here is dumb. Let's... What can I do? You know, he is going to grab a ball over here next turn. So let's get Fran really close so she can do something about it.
Now you see me?
Don't grab this one. Oh, he grabbed that one. Cuts me off. But I can arm Fran. Fran can knock him back.
Stay back, mate.
And then she can hit him again.
Drop it.
Nice! I really like the planning that goes into this.
Me
Because...
through my paces.
Listen, James, how's your mum and dad? I know they're going through a divorce at the minute. Slow it down. Let's talk. I'm here for you.
Not when it's pumping like this, mate. Look, more people arrived.
But yeah, the fact that you have to think about arming the character as an additional... You gotta move the character to a good position, arm the character, and fire, but you only have 2 moves a turn. Like, that's sort of the fundamental... sort of, like, nugget of what makes this a unique tactics game. Because, now, often moving and arming yourself are the same thing, but arming yourself usually means going to a space that is not the ideal space to throw from. So arming yourself, positioning yourself to throw, and throwing are all 3 separate actions. You can only do 2 at a time. And that sort of creates the fundamental tension at the heart of this game. So, I can do a lot of damage if I can get this thing to bounce back at me.
Not today.
Yeah. Let's do that again.
Stay back, mate.
Okay, so she has got a wall. Okay, so so this defensive character will throw up a shield automatically at the end of her turn, facing the person that she thinks is the biggest threat. So I am going to do my best
Get over there.
to possess most of the balls. So I imagine James is probably going to teleport over here somewhere. And so... Does she only have 1 move? Oh, okay. So she's blocking one of me. So yeah, getting on both sides of the... I wasn't thinking through this way, but this turns out is a good move. Getting on both sides of the available balls means that the defender isn't nearly as useful as she normally would be. So let's try to get 2 shots off the defender.
Drop it.
And I'm going to aim it slightly to the left to see if I can get the other shot, get the ricochet to hit James.
Not today.
James, you're running away from your problems and you need to talk about it.
It's funny that they've sort of come up with metaphors for all of these characters' special abilities. The fact that he teleports around is like, he's running away from his problems, you know, or whatever. Like, that's... Like, in the real world, that would feel a little bit like it's a silly connection, but for a game that is just like a hardcore metaphor, the whole thing, it's just great. It's just good fun. Is he my buddy?
Honestly, I'm not fine. Just can't be there, you know. The arguing, the tension.
I can't say I know how it feels, but I am qualified to say that running away from it probably isn't gonna work.
I know. I appreciate the intervention.
I know that you trying to get me out to enjoy myself was your intervention.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize earlier.
Come with me. We can figure things out together.
Thanks. You're a true friend.
So now we've got James. And that dream is resolved, and I've leveled up.
Blocking off opponents or protecting myself could be cool.
Okay, so Desta uses 1 AP to create an indestructible obstruction. Okay, so I can use a defensive thing. 2. But I can only have 1 at a time. Okay, so now that we've defeated James, actually, I think this is a really good stopping point. So, Rosenberg asks, can I do a British accent for the rest of the stream? I don't think I really did a British accent for that one sentence. So, no, I don't think I can. I mean, I do like doing accents for fun, but just, I cringe at the idea that someone thinks that I think I'm doing a good job of it, because I never am. I mean, my accents can be better than some people's, but certainly not. I mean, I'm always incredibly impressed when somebody like, say, Bella Ramsey, especially at her age, is able to just, like, sound completely convincingly American when she's not. That's, like, just so kind of mind-boggling, because there's all these subtle little things in the way someone talks that we're, like, our brains are perfectly attuned to recognize when they're right and when they're wrong. And trying to nail the entire thing is just so impossible. And especially, I mean, I know that British people are very, very picky about their accents. Meaning that, like, just, like, you can almost tell what neighborhood somebody grew up in if you recognize the British accent, if you're an expert in that sort of thing. And so, when an American does a bad British accent, I think to a Brit, and I've got a lot of Brits in my audience, it just sounds like we're from a neighborhood that doesn't exist, or something like that. It's like their minds are very attuned to recognizing where people are from, and when you're from nowhere, I think it's probably exceptionally annoying. But yeah, this is a really cool game. I love sort of the puzzly nature of it. That it's like, you know, this isn't like a military simulation or something like that. Like, this is a game. It's like an almost puzzle-like game of trying to figure your way through a set of obstacles using an intrinsically underpowered set of abilities. It's like, you know, you can't do everything, and so you have to just sort of choose what dangers you're going to expose yourself to, what advantages you're going to go for, how much, like, you always feel like you're putting yourself out on a limb, taking a risk in order to get something that you want. And that feels, metaphorically, like it works really well with sort of the emotional meaning that the game is trying to have. So I think this is, like, a work of art. It's tied up in a nice little bow, and it feels really good. So I'd encourage, you know, if you're into this kind of thing, I would really encourage folks to check it out. But for right now, we're going to end this episode and go on to other things. So, you know, you can click on some links or do whatever you want.